Hi BookTube, it's Friday, yay! I'm so glad. I had a very busy week. All this summer, I'm probably going to be super busy at work because I work at a construction company. And so they're building a lot more houses during the summer because there's not as much rain, it's better weather for them to build. And so I'm slammed at work. But thankfully, they let me go early today. And so I'm here to enjoy my weekend a little bit earlier than I was expecting to. My TBR for this weekend is a little bit ambitious, of course, because I have Monday off, and so I'm able to fit in a little bit more reading time, but still, I'm going to stack the cards against myself, if you will. But who knows, I might just dive in and do a lot of reading this weekend, which I plan to do. The only thing I've planned really is my boyfriend's birthday is next week. So instead of celebrating it like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, we decided to go out with some friends on Saturday to like a restaurant of his choice and have a nice dinner. But other than that, we didn't really want to do anything. I was thinking of maybe going out of town, but I hate crowds. And I know this weekend, it's like the start of the summer and everyone is going to be out. And, no matter where if we picked a camping spot or a city or whatnot, it would just be packed. And so we decided, no, I'd rather just plan like a weekend on a non-holiday weekend and just do it that way if I want to go camping or something. But yeah, so let's talk about the books I'm going to be reading. This first one is for the Betsy Tacy Read Along. This is what number is this? The 7th book. Wow, we're making our way through these. It's Betsy Was a Junior by Maud Hart Lovelace. And in this one, she's a junior. That's all I know about it. The previous book, she was a sophomore, and one of the storylines was the sister, her older sister, going off. She's graduating high school, and so we'll see maybe in this book, what happens to the sister. Where is her career going to take her? Because she wants to be an opera singer, and so Betsy, yeah, we'll see. I don't want to read the description thing because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. And the other book I'm reading from BookTube is Steve Donahue's read along for May for this weekend is The Prince by Nicola Machiavelli. And I've never read this book. I've read in high school I did a political science class, and I'm taking a couple of political science classes and history classes in college. And I've only read snippets, like quotes or a couple of paragraphs, but I'm actually going to read the whole thing this time. And just the description on Goodreads makes it sound really interesting. It says, The Prince shocked Europe on publication with its advocacy of ruthless tactics for gaining absolute power and its abandonment of conventional morality. He came to be regarded by some as an agent of the devil, and his name taken for the intriguer Machiavel of Jacobean tragedy. And so yeah, I'm excited to read this one. It's pretty short. It's less than 100 pages. So that'll ease my burden of all these books I plan to be reading. This next one is one that came out a little bit earlier this year, but the library, I just now got it because there was quite a few holds on it. It's Fall Back Down When I Died by Joe Wilkins. And this is a novel. And you can kind of see there's like wolves around the cover here, which is kind of an interesting cover because it's set in Montana. And it's about a man named Wendell Newman, and he's a young rancher or farmer. And he's kind of like stuck in a bad place because I think it's his mother passes away, so he's left with a lot of hospital bills. And so on top of like trying to struggle to survive with all this debt, with his mother passing away, also he gets dropped in. I think it's his cousin. So Wendell's cousin, the son, his cousin gets taken away to prison. And so Wendell is left with the son of the cousin. And so the son is kind of traumatized by his upbringing. And so Wendell has to not only deal with his debt and the farm and all of that, but now he has to take on this responsibility of raising this family member that he wasn't expecting to deal with. And so I'm sure it's going to be a story of them two overcoming their struggles. But yeah, it sounds really good, and I always like books set in Montana. I've driven through Montana a couple of times, and it's always such a pretty place. And so books set in that area, I think they have like a very the setting is almost a character in itself, in a way. And so the next two are nonfiction reads, and this one is Chasing New Horizons Inside the Epic First Mission to Pluto by Alan Stern and David Grinspan. Oh, see, I hit the wrong button. And it's a really cool picture of Pluto. Like I have never seen I've only seen pictures of Pluto in my science books, like in school, like in like elementary school and middle school, where it's just like you know, you have like the different pictures of the planets, and Pluto's always like the small like purple one. And then now, like I was like late in high school when they took Pluto off of the list of the planets. But like for the longest time, you know, I was learning Pluto was the 9th planet, but no. But anyway, so this is all about the history of building the craft to go mission to go to Pluto, and the political aspects of what's happening in NASA. And then it's also, you know, it's making its way to Pluto, and then what's going to happen. It says they're going to what's the next encounter going to be besides Pluto? It's like going to go 1 billion miles past Pluto. What's out there? What's past that? With these really interesting cameras. I'm hoping to get read this book and get some pictures so I can see, you know, what's space look like. So yeah, this is another book I'm going to read. This one came out May 1st of 2018. So I thought it was 19, but yeah. Anyway, and this last one is last but not least, is a biography of the Peabody sisters with this really cool cover. It's 3 women who ignited American romanticism by Megan Marshall. And these sisters are very interesting because it's Elizabeth, Mary, and Sophia. Elizabeth, she was the oldest sister and was a mind on fire thinker, a powerful influence on the great writers of the era, Emerson, Hawthorne, and Thoreau among them. She also published some of their earliest works. It was Elizabeth who prodded these newly minted transcendentalists away from Emerson's individualism and toward a greater connection to others. Mary, the second sister, was a determined and passionate reformer who finally found her soulmate in the great educator Horace Mann. And the third one, Sophia, was a frail painter who won the admiration of the preeminent society artists of the day. She married Nathaniel Hawthorne, but not before Hawthorne threw the delicate dynamics among the sisters into disarray. And so this is like a biography. It says that the Peabody sisters are like the American Bronte sisters. And I read the biography of the Bronte sisters last year, and so it's kind of like right timing that this year I'm reading the biography of these sisters. But yeah, they sound so fascinating, and it's a bigger book. It's like almost 650 pages. But these kind of books, I don't know, I fly through them because I find like their lives so interesting, and like I think the writing's going to be really good as well. It said it took her, I think, 20 years to write this biography, and so I know, you know, she probably combed through all the material and put a lot of heart and soul into the book. And so yeah, these are the books I'm planning to read this weekend on this wonderful holiday weekend. The weather's supposed to be really nice. It's really weird because here in California, where I'm at, it's pretty hot by the time, you know, June comes around. But in the Sierra Nevada mountains, they're expecting to get like snow and sleet all this weekend, starting tonight. Last night, Thursday night. They're getting like all this snow and stuff, like Yosemite. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Yosemite National Park. And a lot of the campgrounds are closed. A lot of the roads are closed because like the trees were falling down on the roads. And so, yeah, it's an interesting time. Like climate change, like it's wild. But anyway, this weekend's supposed to be nice and cool, which is bizarre. 60-degree weather and raining. That does not happen near June in this where I'm at. But yeah, thanks. I'll see you soon, book 2.